Parents and educators, welcome to smartsocial.com's program. Now, this is a pre-recorded summer series. We want to make these available to you all summer long, and we want to do it on your schedule, your time frame. So if you see a chat box next to this, please engage in it. We read every single chat line item, maybe even enter for a chance to win a giveaway at the end of this or throughout it. So make sure you watch the whole thing. There's a lot of elements below where you can watch it at 1x speed, maybe even faster if you like. If your kids are in the room, that's terrific as well. Let us know. We have a lot of different events happening all summer long, and it's all to get you ready for back to school and to make sure the summer is a good one for your family. Stay to the end because you're going to give us feedback and help your district learn what you found valuable. You'll be able to share your struggles, and we'll be able to share with you in the upcoming months and back to school some of the resources that parents like you are requesting the most. Hey, thank you so much for all the support. We're going to dive into the program. I really hope you enjoy it. I'm grateful for your time. You can adjust using some of the player controls below. Thanks so much. Here we go. Hello and welcome to our program that teaches your child how to shine online. Shining online means we want to teach your student how to build a positive footprint so they can look their best online for others to see for future colleges, future employers, and future opportunities. First, let's understand the positive and negative impact of your child's online presence. Parents often ask us, what is a positive online footprint and why is it so important? Well, I'm going to share a quick summary of how a positive online presence can help set your teen up for their future. Students, do your Google results show who you really are? Picture this. A college admissions officer or future employer looks you up online after you've made it to the final round of interviews. Instead of finding proof of your talents and hard work, they might see some random social media posts, unrelated people, or nothing at all. That could be the difference between getting the opportunity or losing it. Now imagine if instead they found an online portfolio, a collection of your best achievements and passions. This could include your school projects, your volunteer work, awards, hobbies, or anything you're proud of. It's your chance to show your unique skills, your personality, and shine online. At age 16 plus, with your parents' approval, platforms like Instagram and LinkedIn can help you create this positive presence. These platforms could include a short bio, examples of your work, and highlights of your activities to tell your story in a way that makes you stand out. Colleges and employers want to see who you really are. Consider building an online portfolio that shows them your best self. Parents are also asking us, can social media posts have a lasting negative impact on my child's future? Well, let's listen to two students and their thoughts about the impact social media posts can have on a teen's future.
I definitely have seen people's posts create problems for them. I've also seen people get in trouble for things that they posted that they're not supposed to be doing or that they're doing in secret. I do think that examples can be really impacting and show kids what the dangerous results of posting something that can harm your reputation are. For example, showing them someone who posted a little too much about themselves and then maybe got fired from their job. This way, kids will really see how big of a toll it can take and be aware of that fact.
I think social media has a really big impact on your future opportunities, like the school you want to get into or any future jobs. My advice to any parents who are worried about their kid's digital footprint is make sure your kid is mature enough to handle and to be on social media. It can really affect their future opportunities, whether it's good or bad, and they can make a lot of mistakes. It's a boundary you should set with them just to be safe.
Now let's review a few examples of posts that can impact your child's future in a negative way. First are mean comments or cyberbullying. When a teen posts a harmful comment on someone else's photo, such as, "You are so annoying, no one likes you," this could lead to such consequences as school discipline or being reported for cyberbullying and or impacting a student's online image with a negative reputation. In addition, posting about parties. When a teen shares a selfie at a party along with alcohol in the background and they say, "best party ever," this has resulted in legal consequences, school penalties, being kicked out of clubs at school or teams, and in addition, trouble with future opportunities. Also, it could give the perception that your child was drinking at the party even if they were well behaved. Also, there are other negative posts that can become public. Explicit photos or sexting that can end up being shared online by others, harmful threats of any kind towards others or the school, racist jokes or comments, theft, firearms, or any illegal activity, stealing, driving, or dangerous pranks. Parents also ask us, will colleges and employers check my child's social media accounts to make a decision about them? Let's learn more about that. Yes, colleges and universities are checking students' social media accounts as part of their admissions process. A Kaplan study found that 67% of admissions officers believe that checking out applicants' social media posts to learn more about them is fair game. U.S. News and World Reports says why colleges look at students' social media. Inside Higher Ed says social media as fair game in admissions. And the Princeton Review says college admissions officers are reading your tweets. And yes, future employers use social media to make hiring decisions and firing decisions. Below are just a few examples of companies who check social media profiles. According to recent studies, over 70% of employers use social media to research potential candidates before making hiring decisions. Some of these companies are Dell, Disney, Facebook, Home Depot, McDonald's, and many more. Let's show you what not to do when applying for a job. First, let's tell you about the employer Cisco. Cisco is a great place to start your career with 72,000 chances to meet new friends, 65 plus countries to travel to when doing the work that you love, and over 300 million of all TV homes are watching using Cisco's technology. I want to tell you a story. A young woman was finishing college and saw that Cisco had a job opening. She applied online and got a call back for an in-person interview. She did great in the interview, and they said, "We loved your resume and you did a great job in the interview. We'd like to offer you a chance to join our team, get a salary, a cell phone plan, and a cubicle. What do you say to our offer?" She said, "Yes, I would love to join your company." What do you think she did next? That's right, she went to Twitter or X to share more information. But first, when I applied to University of Southern California, USC, and I was accepted as the first person to go to college in my family, how do you think that made me feel? I was full of gratitude. I was excited. When I applied to Disney Studios to work in the brand marketing team, and I got a call back saying that I got the job, how do you think that made me feel? That made me feel excited and full of gratitude. Let's look at what happened on Twitter/X after this young woman got a job offer at Cisco. She posted, "Cisco just offered me a job. Now I have to weigh the fat paycheck against the daily commute and hating the work." How do you think that made the company feel? Probably not so good. Many of the employees there are also on social media, and one of them saw the post and posted this. "Who is the hiring manager? I'm sure they would love to know that you will hate the work. We here at Cisco are on social media." Now, do you think that she got the job? Unfortunately, she did not get the job. But wait, can't she just apply somewhere else? Perhaps you're asking. Yes, she can apply anywhere else, but do you think the next employer will search for her online the way I'm about to show you? The answer is yes. When you search for this young woman online, you will find out that she was picked up and written about in a negative way, and this incident has been used as a negative example by CNN, ABC News, NBC News, Huffington Post, and more. Now, when you look at her Google results, all of these negative results are on the first page of her results, making her look negative. This is why I always use 3 words to be smart on social media. I like to ask myself first, is what I am about to post light? Is it positive and fun? If so, check. Is it bright? Is what I'm about to post smart? Let's think first so that we don't lose our brand new job before we even get the chance to go see our new office. If it's bright, then check. And last, is it polite? Am I proud of it changing my online digital footprint for the next 5 years? If it's polite, then check. Light, bright, and polite. Now let's take a look at chapter number 2 of this presentation. Let's discover key content, platforms, and insights that make the most positive impact online. Parents often ask us, what kind of content should my child be posting on social media? Let's hear from a superintendent on ways we can use social media in a positive way.
I think it's always important as we think about the kind of parameters that we set for our children around social media. One is helping them to evaluate the safety of the site that they're using, making sure that they understand not to give their personal information to individuals, helping them really look at the safety of what it is that they're doing within the platform. So really making sure that students and parents understand how to help their children recognize what's appropriate and what's inappropriate. For me, I really believe in and I support self-care and I support healthy activity. So I post appropriate corporate workouts online. I post positive responses to individuals. I give words of encouragement. And I think that our children can do the same. So whether they're talking about what they're doing that keeps them active or what keeps them motivated or what they've been excited about school or how they are giving back to the world or how they found a way to be kind, all of those things that are positive about them, it's important that as you're building your platform, as you're building your brand, you let people get to know you by seeing the very best that you have to offer.
Parents also ask us, what does it look like for my child to build a brand identity online? Well, let's hear from two superintendents on ways students can use social media in a positive way.
Social media can definitely be used in positive ways. I think about my student athletes, my student performers. You can create highlight reels, virtual resumes, virtual portfolios for students to be able to share with other community organizations or potential collegiate institutions, higher ed institutions.
There's so many sites that can help you promote yourself, promote your brand identity, and make a lasting impact. I think that social media can get a really bad rap. There's a lot of dangers out there. There's a lot of addiction out there. There's absolutely no doubt about that, but there's also a ton of opportunity. So really important for kids as well as adults to be thinking about, how do I want to be viewed? What do I want my identity to look like? What sites are going to support me in doing that? And being really thoughtful and purposeful about engaging in that manner.
In addition, parents often ask us, what platforms or online apps should my daughter use to be seen in a more positive way online? Let's hear from a school district leader's advice on where to post accomplishments and achievements.
Now on LinkedIn, you'll see more and more students who are starting to list internships or jobs that they have long before they're in that professional workforce. I also think some of the other social media platforms are great for showing what jobs they have. They grab a little clip of them showing customer service or showing some of the things that they know they're interested in doing later in their career. So what activities were they in and where can they showcase what they were involved in and how that then sets them up to just be a good human being and have some of those social skills that people are looking for. Meeting and greeting people, having a solid presence online just feeds that perception that this person is someday going to really add value to what we do as a business. And the more that you can show your confidence, if you're an entrepreneur, if you're getting some good job experience, put that out there in as many platforms as you can.
Parents also ask us, what advice do you have to help my child be more intentional when they are posting online? Let's watch two videos with teens' thoughts on posting with a purpose.
I would say that some of my most favorite and most used popular social media apps are probably Instagram, Snapchat, Pinterest, and YouTube. Some of them can be very creative, and I also do think it can provide lots of opportunities. I think it's a great way to promote different community service, like donations for different kinds of causes or funds through things like Instagram and Snapchat. I find some inspiration sometimes from different apps such as Pinterest, but I think they can promote creativity when used the right way. If someone saw my social media feed, I think that they definitely would have some sort of understanding about me and my own interests. A lot of my feed is also just creative crafts that people make, and I think they would gain an understanding of me around that.
I have experienced a lot of people, especially my age, go through receiving not so great feedback from what they post on social media. It's really important to make sure that you're doing positive things instead of negative things on social media. Before I post anything on social media, I always make sure that I view it from other people's perspective first. And I ask myself, is this how I want to be perceived? Is this what I want people to see? I think it's really important to have those kind of boundaries with your private life and your social media.
Accidentally posting the wrong thing can have such a huge and long-lasting impact on my future. I definitely take lots of time and consideration before posting to really ask myself if I'm fully comfortable for many others to see what I'm about to post and if it's something I won't regret later. Sometimes I may even ask my parents, friends, or siblings what they think about it.
Now we are in section 3 of this presentation. Let's review our 3-step plan to help your child to be positive and shine online.
You have a 3-step plan for young people here.
Regardless of whether a parent has students on social media or not, even if their student is 8 years old, oh, my student isn't on social media, first thing we tell them is first audit your student. And that means they need to use Google. Go to the very place that a college someday in 10 years from now will search for their kid.
Search their name.
Audit, search their name, see what comes up. Other people will come up. Number 2 is dialogue with your student about their future. Where do you want to go to college? What do you want to do? And as you start talking about the future, you're going against them less and starting to set goals in the future. So it's a purpose instead of a pastime. And last, shine online. If you don't like those results, work with your kid to post positive content, volunteer photos, great stuff that's positive and full of gratitude.
Step 1 is to audit your child online. That means looking at what information or other people appear in your child's Google results. Step 2 is dialogue with your child about their future. That means what are their future interests, hopes, and dreams? How would that look online? And step 3, teach them to shine online. How can they use social media as a purpose, not just as a pastime, but instead to be positive, to shine online? The first step is to audit your child online, the way colleges and future employers will someday search for your child. The goal is to first Google your child's name, and we're going to use different combinations with your child's full name. We'll start with the first name plus last name plus school. In my case, it's Josh plus Oaks plus the school name. Or we could search for first name plus last name plus the city that you live in or the city that your child goes to school in. What images and information come up when you search for that child online? And also, does what you find create confusion or clarity around their real brand? This is Jasmine, and these are her Google results before and after she worked on her online brand. On the left, everything in the red box appeared and it looked like she was arrested. But once she started creating positive online content, everything in the green box on the right appeared. Now, if you click on the results on the right in the green box, here's what you get. Jasmine created this website junior year in high school. Now she's a junior at Bucknell University and a mechanical engineering student. This is Gerard's Google results before and after he started building a positive online presentation. In the beginning, he had all of the images in the red box, and after he started working on his Google results, the green box of content appeared. When you click on anything in the green box, here's what you get. This young man highlights his passion, his projects, his public service on his website. The website improved his Google results and gave him a purpose online. In addition, he used this to brand his Instagram for future college admission and application processes. He still uses his website today as a resume for leadership opportunities and internships. Your child's accounts are also discoverable online. Colleges and employers will Google our names, and Instagram will come up on the first page of Google. Step 2, parents, feel free to screenshot these dialogue starters. Dialogue with your child often about their future. The first one you might consider asking your child is, I'd love to learn more about what's important to you and what you enjoy most. Have you thought about how your online presence can reflect those values and passions? Number 2, what are some goals or dreams that you have for the future, like a college, career, or other opportunities? Let's talk about how we can use social media to show who you are and help you stand out to the right people. And last, did you know that many colleges and employers look at social media profiles when making decisions? Let's think about how your posts could help or hurt those opportunities. Here's more ways to dialogue with your child about their future. You could perhaps say, I recently heard about a student who got a scholarship because of the amazing things they shared online. What do you think you could post to show off your hobbies, your interests, or the things you care about? Next, have you ever thought about how certain posts online might be seen differently by others? Do you have any ideas how you could ensure your posts are seen positively by others? Step 3, now we need to teach your child how to be positive and to shine online. Let's look at a video that shows some easy ideas and simple steps to help your child create an online portfolio that helps them shine online.
Hey students, now that you know why it's important to have an online portfolio, let's talk about what to include. Your portfolio doesn't have to be fancy. It could be an Instagram account, a LinkedIn profile, or even a simple website that you make with your family. Here's what makes a great portfolio. First is a bio and a picture. Share a little bit about yourself, your interests, your hobbies, and what makes you unique. Next are examples of your best work. Consider showing off projects you're proud of, like art, writing, coding, or anything you've worked hard on. Next are activities and experiences. You can highlight clubs, sports, community projects you've been involved in, anything that shows how you spend your time. And last, awards and achievements. Consider sharing things you've earned, like medals, certificates, or other recognition for your hard work. Think of your portfolio as a way to tell your story and show the world all the cool things that you've done.
Here are some positive post ideas. Number 1, your child could highlight their achievements. They could share accomplishments, whether it's academic, athletic, artistic, or personal growth. They can add a meaningful caption about what it taught them below the photo. Number 2 is expressing gratitude. They can post about someone who has inspired or supported them, like a teacher, a friend, or a family member, and share how they've made a difference in your life. Number 3 is showcasing talents or hobbies or passions. You can share yourself engaged in a hobby, a sport, or a creative project. Highlight a skill like a second language, perhaps programming or knitting. Let your personality and interests shine through in your content. Number 4, spreading positivity. Consider posting a motivational quote, an uplifting story, or an act of kindness you've witnessed. Use your platform to inspire others. Number 5, create a post about your goals or aspirations for the year and what steps you're taking to achieve them. Consider inviting others to share theirs in the comments. Number 6, volunteer and community impact. Consider highlighting your involvement in a community project, volunteer work, or a cause you're passionate about. Show how you're making a difference. And number 7, travel and memorable moments. Share photos or stories from trips, family gatherings, or fun activities with friends. Highlight experiences, connections that matter most to you, and show your appreciation for adventure and relationships. Here's my proven social media formula. Many students will take any photo of their friends being silly and they will put an emoji or a little image below it in the caption in the message below it. We remind students to take lots of great photos with their friends and make sure they take a classy, good one where they're all squeezing together as friends and smiling big. And below the message, we encourage them to say thank you to the organization name or the name of the friends, and to mention the activity that they are participating in, and then they can include the little emoji or graphic, but always make sure that your message includes gratitude and or positivity whenever possible. Always encourage your teen to focus on what they are already doing in real life to create a portfolio of positive images. Our goal is not to have them be fake, but rather just show the things that they're doing in real life. And here's a student example. This is Emmy. On the far left, you'll see that Emmy features her passions in her bio and her city/school. Her travel photos are fun and positive. She launched a business with her friend and she announces it and she tells the backstory and how it helps in the body of the post. Thank you for watching this program on how to be positive so your child can shine online. If you have more questions, you can visit smartsocial.com. Feel free to ask any questions you have. We appreciate your participation and we're here for you if you need any additional help. Have a great rest of the day.
Parents, educators, and students, thanks so much for joining the program. This is your chance to engage. And let's talk a little bit about a giveaway that we do. This is a chance for you to help your community to be safer online and enter for a chance to win a gift. Now, you can let us know in that chat box, what do you want to win for your family? We do this every week. We have a new Amazon Kindle we give away, which inspires reading, or a 3D printer on the right that you can see, which inspires STEM education. You can let us know in that chat box right now if you'd like to. We do see every single chat box item. And here's how you do this. You visit smartsocial.com/find, and you can do that from your mobile phone, parents. This is a parent thing. You register/log in and fill out our feedback form. This is just for parents to do. Or you can scan that QR code, parents, and you fill out our feedback form to enter for a chance to win our drawing every Friday. If your district isn't currently a partner, you'll see a message on the page. Just click that big, beautiful button you see right there and send them an email. This also enters you for a chance to win a prize every Friday. And this is what that might look like. Hey, it looks like your school district's partnership expired, or they don't have one, or something like that. If you click that big button, it emails us and you can put your principal in there or whoever else, if you know your superintendent, bonus points. But this is your chance. You'll land on a little page that looks like that on the right. Now tell us what you've learned from the event. I learned this. I learned that my students and I, or my teen and I, can work together on this. I should play video games with them more. I learned this. And then what social media safety topic does your family struggle with? We use this to plan our next topic. So fill out that page, spend a moment. This helps the school district to go, whoa, this was valuable. And again, help us out a little bit. If there's a landing page and a next step, take a look at that as well. We're really grateful for your time. We hope you enjoyed the program. This is a chance for us to give back to your community, and then you giving us feedback helps us to be the world's best at protecting communities and families just like yours. And as always, no matter what you're posting online, remember to keep it light, bright, and polite because everyone's watching. We'll see all of you on the next event. Again, I'm so grateful for you. We'll see you soon.